Scalars. Craigers just said, all right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right. What's happening, guys?
Hello, friends.
It's Friday.
It's Wednesday.
Not Friday?
No. Why would you do that? Such a
I was
tease.
hoping. Skylar, what's going on? You're out on the Facebooks. How you doing, dude?
Hi, Skylar, my friend.
Skylar. Hell yeah. No, it's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Hump day.
Beth has survived last Friday night. We'll get into that here in a little bit. Rough one, man. She had a good time. We had a good time. Hope you guys are doing great, though.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So this week is when I decided to stop being a wussy at the gym.
Yeah.
And started lifting heavy again and like trying to get, instead of doing like 8 out of 12, I'm doing 12 out of 12.
Nice.
Kicking my ass right now, though. I'm so tired.
With the reps.
Yeah,
Even a couple of reps,
was,
4 reps, 3 reps.
Trainer was, I said, am I so tired because I'm just starting to lift heavier? And she goes, how's your eating? I was like, not great. She's like, it could be that too. You're not getting
the right calories.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even know what that would be at this point. I'm so lost
Vegetables.
to junk.
We're going to have a salad after
I'm so
dinner.
lost to the junk food world.
No.
I am. It's okay.
All
Yeah, we are having a salad tonight.
Yeah, we're going to have fun tonight. We got a good show tonight. We'll go through some stuff. Got all sorts of good shit to talk about. Craigers took some Benadryls, two-ish Benadryls. Y'all going to snooze hard.
I don't even need those right now.
No. You know what?
I played music while I was in the shower to try to keep
get your beat up.
The energy up.
Yeah.
I had some caffeine. I'm about to have some more caffeine. And a little more caffeine.
Awesome. Go check us out on the Bars Open with Beth and Greg on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and iTunes and Spotify. Hit the subscribe button out on YouTube if you don't mind. Check out the Facebook. We drop all the photos and everything that I'll show on the I put up on the show on iTunes and iTunes and Facebook.
Sell seashells down by the seashore.
We were just trying to do that and we couldn't do it. And now she just nailed it. You kind of did the showy shell, she shells down by the seashore.
Seashells down by the seashore. Is that better?
That's probably better. Yeah, Craig, it's gonna be awesome. We just booked our hotel today.
And our flights yesterday. Pretty good deal.
Yep.
For the flight.
Compared we're pumped to see you out there.
I checked the 3 different nearest airports, and Baltimore was half the price. It was crazy.
Right.
And it's closer. It's 29 miles versus 58 and 66 miles.
Yep. So we're going to come out Thursday and just hang out. You know, we're just going to go play tourist.
On Friday.
Yeah. Basically Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday. I don't even know when we get
in 3, so we can probably do a little something Thursday night.
Do some stuff.
Do some dinner. Maybe walk around a little.
Do something like that.
Not all about the bars, baby. It's about I've never been.
Get some crab.
To Maryland.
Some crabs.
Okay, let's not talk about food because I'm flipping starving. So hungry.
All right. So I wanted to first show this. Oh, it's goofy. It's goofy. And I hope everybody got the notifications tonight. I think everybody did. So go out, hit the like button, subscribe, do all that stuff. But Micro posted this, and this is funny. So I'll read it real quick for the people on air that are listening to the podcast, whatever. It says, so it was a Micro from Dirty Jobs, right? He posted this, and he goes, I never go on Craigslist missed connection. So this is a web
so this isn't Micro writing this.
This is somebody else that he saw and he shared it, right? So there's a misconnections. It's like for people that have been on like buses or something. It's like, oh, I loved you. You looked so beautiful. Would you like to go get coffee? Something stupid like that, right?
Hey, that's cute.
But this one, you farted in Kroger yesterday. Man, 4 women, 31 Midtown. You were tall brunette with a near perfect body that farted in the bread section last night. I was the tall guy next to you that looked over and asked, is that you? You quickly replied, no, it wasn't me. You almost seemed insulted, I would ask. As the stink grew, you continued to deny your flatulence, but it was evident. I tried to get rid of the stench by waving 2 loaves of ciabatta bread. You proceeded to storm off in an angry manner. You're beautiful, and even if you're a liar and Fart like a Clydesdale. I'd love to meet up. So fucking hilarious.
I'm like, was she the only other person in the bread aisle? And if she was, why would she just deny it?
And I mean, that's probably what
I
happened.
probably would have gone, sorry, and left.
That's probably what
Sorry.
happened, right? You know, you go like, literally shit.
Oh, shit.
I got caught. That's when you're just like, you don't stop, fart.
No,
and stay.
you fart and walk off.
Yeah,
like just like the dogs do.
It's called a drive-by.
Yes.
For a reason, right? You do it, and
You needed bread, and
then
that
you
fart
move
happened
on.
before you got your bread.
Gigi, what's
you come
happening?
back to the aisle a few minutes later.
Right.
You don't.
Yeah, you just fucking go like HEB, dude.
I wonder if he's attractive. I mean, I feel like he probably is. If he's willing to write something like that,
Right?
That's kind of funny.
I think it's funny.
Want to meet up?
Want to meet up?
Hi, Gigi.
You were cute. Let's meet up.
You're pretty.
Or you're pretty. Let's
Your
meet up.
perfect body. He also said. I mean,
Personality has some issues, but
no, she probably has a fine
she was
personality.
embarrassed
She
as
just
shit.
got busted farting. Hello,
in public.
Not many women would be graceful under that kind of pressure.
No, not
I think literally, I'd be like, oopsie.
honestly. Not
bye.
a lot of dudes are going to be graceful under that pressure.
I just don't
either.
care.
No. Guys care.
Well, just apparently not when you're at home.
We just laugh it off, especially if you're married or in a relationship. You're like, I don't give a fuck. But if you're single, like that just ruined every chance you had of ever meeting anybody in the grocery store. So they're gonna put like a sign up with your face on it
And a face
at the
mask next to it and be
window.
like, face mask necessary.
No, it's gonna be a full on gas mask at that point, right?
I meant gas mask. Thank you. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. DJ, what's happening? DJ said, I love farting in grocery stores, then looking at somebody who clearly smells it and indignantly saying, the fuck is wrong with you? And then walking away. Power moves. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Friday night was our last show. Do you remember the show?
I remember the show. I remember ordering pizza.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't order pizza. We did a frozen.
Oh, we did
pizza
a
that
frozen
night.
pizza.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's probably the problem.
We were eating pizza on the show.
Probably the problem. We did dinner early. And then I remember, and I remember going outside,
Gigi.
and then that's all she wrote.
Yep. It was a rough weekend for Beth after that.
I
did say I was going to make the whiskey board, so I literally just
Ghetto.
grabbed a
it's
board,
literally ghetto.
just a piece of board, and she rated the Hibiki a 2.3. So
I mean,
you better get your whiskey
knowledge.
knowledge up because you got another one on Friday. But we're just going to do a taste.
Yeah.
We're not going to be doing shots.
Probably
or-
won't continue to drink it after the show.
Probably won't be drinking just whiskey on the show either. Probably. You know what the problem
I
was?
drink.
It was all Chuck's fault. We blamed it on him.
Oh yeah, because I'm not a big shots girl, and I did 3 shots when we were out at 6:00.
Yeah. He's staying another week.
Oh,
or
he is?
something.
Oh, good. I'd like to think of myself as somebody who isn't affected by her age with most things. Shots apparently kill me now.
Yeah, they put you down
I
literally for the weekend.
cannot literally, even on Sunday, I was like, I feel better. I don't feel good. And you were like, you want some topos? And I was like, no, nothing.
It
Nothing.
was Sunday. We're just hanging out or whatever, smoking
Yeah,
some
meat.
some pork butt and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, no.
I offered though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to man up on Friday because it might still even just now I was like, I was so hungover, you guys, and I'm not even embarrassed to say this. I literally was trying to man up to go to Lotus Market Days with my dad and Greg,
And she
which
couldn't
is
do it. So it's like our once
It's
a
like a
month
huge farmer's
little-
market
or
that-
farmer's market
yeah,
in our
that's
little town.
huge.
She got dressed and I was pushing. I was like, "You got this, babe. You got this."
I'd already taken
Every
a leave. I'd
elite
had one
water-
Tums so far. The other two
and this is at
happened.
like 1:30 in the afternoon.
The other two happened.
Her dad gets over here, and she proceeds to go in the bathroom and throw up
Oh my gosh.
for a solid 10 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
After I got tacos that you begged me for.
Oh, and they were so good. They were not good coming up.
Carne guisada is not
Guisada,
a good
reverse
return.
direction. Not yummy. And I just laid my head in the toilet and was like, babe,
I think yesterday
I'm
you
not gonna make it.
finally had like gotten over.
Yeah, because even Monday I was still like kind of like I'm not miserable.
I mean, I meant Monday, but
okay, yeah. Monday I was better, but
Yeah.
I literally laid my head on the toilet and was like, babe, I can't do it. Chew my pops, and crawled back into bed.
Yep.
The minute you
we
guys
left for an hour and a half, but we were just
and you woke me up when you got home, and I was like, wait, I've only been asleep for 10 minutes. You're like, babe, we were gone an hour and a half.
Get on,
I was
what's
like,
going on?
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was rough. Hey, play hard. You gotta pay hard, right? Paid your dues that next weekend, or over the weekend.
Yeah,
it's
been a long time since I have been that miserable because of alcohol.
So I think it is. It's like, okay, little taste, little drink.
I'll have a glass. I'll have one glass, and that's it.
That's it. You just got to learn.
I'll do a little 2 fingers.
2 fingers. Learn your limit.
Yeah. Also, it probably didn't help that I had a Fireball shot, 2 green tea shots, a few Topo Chicos,
little kid drinks,
some whiskey, some more Topo Chicos, some more whiskey, some more Topo Chico. It was a plethora of beverages, which probably need to stick to the whiskey and then Topo Chicos. No more shots.
Oh, speaking of Topo Chicos,
Yes.
Drinking Bros released the images and everything of their flavors.
Their seltzers?
Yeah, their seltzers. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So we've talked about them. Of course, we love Drinking Bros, community, them all. Let me see if I can find them real quick. I shared it out a little bit ago. So they're going to have a blue raspberry, a strawberry shortcake.
Blue raspberry is the aminos that we're drinking right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Blue raspberry cheesecake?
Strawberry cheesecake.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
A peach,
Okay.
and a lemon lime. Not just lemon, not just lime, a fucking lemon
7 Up.
lime. Right? So I was listening to the podcast just a little while ago. I didn't get to tune into it live or anything, but there was Ross was talking about they're going to start out with it. You'll be able to order it to your house before you can like go out and buy it at a grocery store or convenience store or something like that. Then they're going to release it in Florida and then Texas.
Okay.
And you can order it in like 42 states. So we'll be able to get it here or whatever. So we'll just have to have it on like recurring shipments.
Until it's here. I don't know about recurring.
Yeah, probably like a couple cases a week.
Couple cases, bitch. A case a month.
Try to get Ross that fuck you money.
Yeah.
If we all chip in. We got Ross fuck you money. Come on. Think about what he could do with that. The trouble, the mayhem.
Yeah, I'm still not going to.
No, he actually said he'd go away, so nobody buy any of his stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to buy a couple cases. What'd you say? A couple cases?
A week?
No.
Why?
Maybe a case every 2 weeks? Probably.
That's going to make me have to go buy other stuff.
Well, life stuff.
Topo Chicos and stuff.
Yeah, you probably don't need to drink, what is it, 8%?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You probably don't need to drink a ton of 8%.
Maybe not. Might have to.
I'm saying a case every couple weeks. You have a few of those. You feel good. You switch to the minimal stuff, which is not really minimal.
Whatever. Let's skip 1 because we're talking about this, and then we'll come back to 3. Okay. So Texas alcohol laws.
And I thought
because it kind of goes right in line.
That's what I was
this.
like. This would be the great time to talk about.
Yeah.
Come on, laptop. Okay.
So her laptop, that's brand new, is giving her shit tonight.
I don't know what it's doing. So I don't know if you guys know. So there's those things called blue laws that I think were made in the 1950s.
Yeah, remember Colorado?
Colorado.
An example of buying shitty like.
Colorado and Texas still have a lot of blue laws in effect. Hence the reason why car dealerships are closed in both states on Sundays.
Is that a blue law?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, and
Texas, you can't buy a car on Sunday.
Huh?
Texas, you can't buy a car on Sunday.
Neither can you in Colorado.
The dumbest fucking thing ever.
Because remember we went to go look at Jeeps and they were closed, and I was like, okay, well, I found which one I want. We'll come back next Saturday.
Right.
Well, in Texas, along with that blue law was the blue law where you couldn't buy alcohol before noon on Sundays.
Texas is still like that.
Not anymore.
Oh,
it's one of the several laws that was just passed when the fucking Dems came back. It was one of the many laws that was passed.
I remember going to the grocery store like 2 years ago or something like that, or a year and a half.
It used to be.
And I threw a 12-pack. It was like 10:30 in the morning. I threw a 12-pack because we were going to watch football or something like that.
Used to be you could start getting beer at 12 p.m. Now it's going to every other daytime. It's 10 a.m. The other thing that's really great that we always forget about was a Texas thing is on Saturdays. Every day of the week, they stop selling alcohol at midnight.
Okay.
On Saturdays now, they're going to sell it till 1 a.m.
Well, the
So-
bars are open till 2 here, right?
They stop selling at 1, though.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last call's at 1.
We don't stay out that late.
Oh, God, no.
We're early.
So
Folks.
grocery stores and convenience stores can also sell beer and wine from 7 a.m. 7 a.m. most days to midnight, Monday through Friday.
That's
and
for the nurses.
7 a.m. to 1 a.m. on
Doctors.
Saturday nights and Sunday mornings, and then come back at 10. So they're gonna like
Still, it's not quite as early. It's just
right.
You got to go to church. You got to go to the early service.
Get your alcohol on the way home.
Get your God in and get your alcohol on the way home.
And that would, but seriously, that's what people tend to do. They go to church and then they get ready for football. So
that's true.
now you're not having to make an
Shit.
extra stop.
Phoenix, we used to go on Saturday night before we go out to the bar, go to church.
Yeah. Sometimes we would have a beverage before we went to church.
That's true.
Mostly it was just you, but sometimes
Sometimes
I
we would.
I miss our Saturday night. So I would go to church more if I could find a Saturday evening service.
I bet you the one right down the road that's been there for 3 years.
So far, I haven't. Forgive me, Lord. I haven't really looked that hard. So.
Angie's on Facebook. She said, move back to AZ. You can
Who?
buy Angie Edmonston.
Oh, hi, Angie.
You can
Pretty
buy
girl.
at 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. each day.
Arizona's about let them get drunk.
Right.
Texas is a little bit more. It's weird.
And they have drive-through liquor stores there. We have drive-through
We have
liquors here.
Yeah, here now.
But, well, now, this is just a recent, but you can drive through and get a slushie that's already mixed up.
well, now they have places like that here
The
too.
Pina colada. No, well, they aren't
I know.
mixed.
No, they are.
Are they?
I saw a drive-through daiquiri place. I don't even remember what it was. Where
Was it like
I?
the mixer and then you had to like
No, I'm
pour
pretty
it?
sure it was drive-through daiquiri is what it said.
Okay.
Might have been Austin, which makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fucking fly.
I know. There were a couple days with no flies. It was so great.
I know. I don't understand it.
And then the humidity came back and the flies came back. So yeah, so that's kind of exciting for us people in Texas.
Is it going to
And-
change our lives? No.
No, but I think it's
on that
probably
random
going
Sunday
to,
that we want to go get like
the
go to
grocery
the
stores
river
are
or
probably
something?
going to really appreciate it because
Oh, yeah.
now people can get all their barbecue shit and everything they want for their Sunday fun day and their alcohol right there at the same time.
And their alcohol sales are probably going to go
Go
up
up.
because they're not going to go to the convenience store and be like, shit.
Right.
didn't
Well,
realize.
even the convenience stores had to wait till noon. Everybody did, but they would go to a liquor store then.
Yeah.
Now they may still have to go to a liquor store
Yeah.
if they want hard liquor because grocery stores don't sell that period here. Another great thing about Arizona is you can buy liquor in the grocery store.
Gigi said the 2 times she was hungover, she went to church. Or the 2 times she went to church.
She was
hungover.
hungover.
We've
I've
been
done
there.
that
We've
several
been there.
times. Yes.
Reed, what's going on? How you doing? You're awake, Reed.
I've
Nice
done
to
that,
see you.
unfortunately, several times,
Oh, yeah,
including
we
when I
all-
was in college.
Yeah. Yeah, we all are.
Because the rule was funny because the rule was even when I came home on the weekends, I had to go to church.
So I never had to go to church personally, even when I was little, after I was like 12, maybe.
Mhm.
I'd start going to church when I married you.
You didn't have to start going to church. I never pressured you. I asked if you wanted to go, and then I quit asking, and one day you decided you wanted to go. So
This is true.
I'm not a pressure kind of person. Except for your smoking. You're smoking, all right, but
All right.
that's because I love you and I don't want you to die.
I know. I know. All right, this one's for the ladies.
Reed said he stayed up just for us.
I know I saw that. This one's just for the ladies and the
Oh.
gentlemen who are into it, or anybody else in between ladies and gentlemen, whatever that means.
For anybody who likes a hot body, how about that?
Yeah, if you like Chris Hemsworth, I was looking up Helmsworth.
I know, I say bad too.
Hemsworth. If you haven't seen this dude right now, and if you've been on some other shows, you might have already seen this one, but this is,
trying to find it. We have
Nick,
a
what's
lot
happening?
of things open tonight, so bear with me.
and she's in charge of all the video stuff now because she's got that laptop. We're probably gonna have to
There it
sell it and get her a better laptop.
Yeah.
That runs evidently faster.
You're probably going to have to sell me and get a better wife who can use the laptop more so than it's the laptop's issue. Okay.
Okay.
God, his fucking arms don't even look
All right, so you
real.
can click in. There's if you scroll down a little bit, he's got like an actual Instagram or something like that right there. Just click on that. This dude looks fake right now.
No, he totally does.
His arms so goddamn big, it'll come up. Don't worry. Oh, you definitely didn't stick on the same show.
Please hold.
That's not it. Yeah, he looks like Popeye. Absolutely. Only his
I felt like he
bicep
looked like
is
the Hulk.
gigantic. Right? Is that it?
It's telling me to view this post on Instagram. No shit, Sherlock. Give it to me right here.
I wonder if it's because I'm trying to share it.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Okay. So just leave it at that. That's fine. He's beating the living shit out of a bag. Right? The dude's arms are insane. Can you just go like this with your there you go. I don't know if you can. That one video, like one frame where he's just doing whatever.
See,
so
his
this
arms
is
look
like
normal there.
But I think it was just like that one graphic of where he was just kicking the shit out of the.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
That's right. I think it's just your computer's just having a moment. But anyway,
he's beautiful.
Yeah, that's for the ladies. So if you scroll
it's for
down,
anybody who appreciates a hot body. So, but here's the thing: he is a huge him and his wife have a fitness app.
Oh, I know. Everybody knows that.
And so this is in prep for a movie.
Yeah, if you scroll up into his story, like his story should be just below that, and actually just. There you go. It actually says what it's for. Beth is learning how to use
No,
her
it's not me. It
computer.
is the laptop or internet or something. So it says.
Seems like Beth. Anyway, it's for a
Jason
movie.
Momoa.
Yeah, don't worry about all that. It's for a new movie. It's not. I turned it off. It's all good. Just kill that one. You might have too much stuff running on your computer, which means I need to get you a new computer.
It's not that. Something's up.
Yeah.
First of all, we need to figure out how to turn it off and on.
It's your how you've had that thing for what? 2 months? You don't know how to turn it off?
I'm not embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed to say I don't know how to use.
I mean, typically my other laptop has a button.
The funniest part is I got her dad the exact same thing. He's fine. He's 86 years old.
Babe, you're not earning points tonight. You're actually getting points subtracted from your greatness. So now you're down to a 2.
2.3?
Nope. You're worse. You're 2.
I'm worse than the Hibiki.
Here's the thing. I don't know if that's even fair to that whiskey.
Considering it's like 9.2.
Well,
rating.
and considering I'm just starting my whiskey adventure, and I mean, I
don't know.
I don't know if that's fair.
I don't know. Not my job to rate your drinking. Can you try and do this one? The next story? The crazy ass that flies through the tunnel?
Yes.
So this dude...
Closing this, hoping that maybe it'll start to...
run a little faster. You might have too many things going.
Because it's even...
It's killing your RAM over there. I don't know shit. So it was Hibiki, Hibiki, and it was a Japanese... I can't remember what exactly it was. It's like a blend that she tasted last week, and she gave it a 2.3. I told her not to go
high.
Like try and do the one bite type of
theory
where you got to leave a little room at the top because there's always something.
Right.
It's like your favorite, right? And
I mean, that peanut butter whiskey was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I know. But
no buts. No buts.
I can't drink that, so.
Well, it's not your whiskey board. It's Beth's whiskey board.
I need to put Beth's the whiskey board. The Beth whiskey.
The Beth whiskey board.
I'll add that now. Live on air. The Beth whiskey board.
So, I mean, I'll try to get better. Maybe I'll do a little homework
Hell
this
yeah.
week. See what makes a good whiskey a good whiskey.
We'll have you talk to the neighbor guys and everybody on the board. And I'm thinking about putting on Facebook or on something like that and just getting
your
like
whiskey.
a little, because there's places where you can put it out there and you can put your ratings for whiskey on there.
Oh, there is?
Ratings for anything. Like you put notes out there and stuff like that. Maybe we do that.
You want to me to play this video?
Yeah, so this dude, let me pull this up real quick on my phone also so that I can share what it's about. So this guy is crazy. He sets a Guinness Book World Record. That's definitely not the right story.
For the longest flight through a tunnel.
For the longest flight through a tunnel. So he starts out by flying.
I'm gonna play it.
through. Yeah, go ahead. By flying through an initial tunnel to start, right? And then. Yeah. So he starts out in this first tunnel to get speed.
Man, so in
Then he's gonna
Indiana Jones, somebody tried this
Then
and
he's
they
gonna
died.
come out of this tunnel and he's gonna be literally hauling ass. And he goes into this next tunnel. This next tunnel is nuts.
So
And
he
it's
probably just
long.
found that strip and kept his nose at the plane centered on that
just
strip.
right on that line, right?
Now he's off the line.
I know, but it's crazy when you think about how fast he's going.
Did he get to practice this?
You don't really practice that. It's like you do it and you make it. Okay, so like that adrenaline dump hits him in about 2 seconds.
I was going to say, he seems so calm.
You'll see him in just a minute and he's like, yeah, right? And of course it's
Right
Red
there.
Bull right there, right? It's awesome. Because he's like, I didn't die, right? So he set a world record on this thing, doing that for the longest tunnel.
So what's he got on his back? A parachute?
I don't think so. I might have missed it. I don't know. But yeah, so it was really, I mean, he just had to keep that shit straight. That's some
Serious
diehard
piloting.
kind of like flying through a tunnel type thing, right? Pretty cool.
So
I saw it
here's
and I
the
thought it
thing.
was rad.
It makes me think of Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, where the dude's like looking at him.
The
and he's
German
like,
dude's flying the plane,
Yeah.
and he tries
And he
to fly in
breaks
the
the wings
tunnel.
off.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then he proceeds to blow up.
Yep. Breaks the wings off. It's just cool. I thought it was cool. Yeah. Absolutely nuts. So.
Oh, a commercial came up for that Monica Lewinsky show that started.
Oh yeah, I've heard. I didn't hear. I just read like a quick line that said,
Son of a mother.
"You should be watching that one." Well, I can't remember the name of the Monica Lewinsky one. It's what was it versus? Oh shit! What's the one that's really scary? I'm trying
American
to.
Horror Stories.
You should be watching the
Story?
American whatever crime story or whatever.
No,
versus,
it's not a crime story. It's double feature. American Horror Story double feature or something
that
like
one.
that.
You should be watching the Monica Lewinsky one over that, evidently. So somebody put it. I don't know. Put something out there.
I guess it depends on if you prefer drama or horror. I prefer horror over drama. Well, yeah, probably that drama at least. Drama. If it's gonna be drama, I want it to be like Sex in the City drama. That's
Love
not
this
really
kind of
drama.
What'd you do if I broke up with you on a Jumbotron?
You don't even want to know. You don't even. I can't say on air because if you ever did, I would literally do it, and I would be.
But say we
incriminating
weren't
myself
married,
right
we
now.
were just dating.
Okay, so let me ask some questions.
I'm not gonna divorce you. Sorry, Beth.
Sorry, babe.
It's just
over.
not working.
Or Beth. Yeah, it wouldn't even be babe. Is this real or are they pranksters to each other?
So initially, when the story came out, and I just re-googled it to see,
Because they may be that
we were
couple
gonna talk
that
about
pulls
this
shit
last
on each
week.
other all the time.
They don't know who the couple is or if the couple even exists. So at this stadium, you can literally do like a tribute. You can say whatever you want for $5.
Okay.
Right? So man dumps girlfriend on the Jumbotron. It was time when people preferred to keep the status of their relationships private. Or there was a time. Right? And so in this case, it's Akron, Ohio Rubber Ducks baseball game. Said we usually see the lovely ways of the proposal, the, let me take you to prom, those types of things.
Right. Is this like a minor league team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So what really happened? The incident happened in Akron, Ohio, like I said. The cheers made their way as the home team beat the victory drum. They won the game. Doesn't matter. The crowd was raged with fire as a man announced his breakup using Jumbotron scoreboard in between
Fire. I would have cracked up.
of the fan
And I would have been
shout
shocked
outs
and sad, but then I would have laughed.
on the large screen, or in large screen and on the scoreboard. Suddenly the announcement paved the way because they say these things like "Happy birthday, Greg" or Beth or whatever,
And they said, Alyssa, this relationship is over. Tim.
So they said what was written on it already there. So it wasn't the first time that anyone has done this. Earlier, also the Rubber Ducks game, they had witnessed many hearts break with Jumbotron scoreboards announcements. However, this was probably the first time it was ever captured on video or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So They said they can't guarantee that somebody was breaking up with somebody because they don't know who,
Could have been a business
people
deal, or
were.
it could have been
right?
funny.
So who are Tim and Alyssa? They said they don't basically know, right? So long story short, I thought it was funny because really the key is that people break up over text, people break up over
nowadays.
email. That's what I'm saying nowadays.
Because people have no couth.
This is just super public,
Right.
right?
Unless maybe she cheated on him,
That,
and he's like,
get fucked,
yeah.
right?
I mean,
I could see that.
I mean, I could see it
Just
doesn't make it
scorned.
right, but
Either way, it could be like, Tim, this relationship's over, you cheating bastard, right? And in that case, everybody would cheer, guaranteed.
no.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, I don't think I'd cheers. I think I'd have shock laughter, like, oh my gosh,
But you're still giggling,
I'm giggling about it.
right? You're like, oh, that fucker.
But I tend to giggle sometimes when I shouldn't giggle. Like when people fall in front of me,
I'd be
I'm like,
laughing my
I'm
ass
so
off.
sorry. Are you okay?
Personally, I'd be laughing my ass off if I saw this one
Or
the other one. Personally, I was like, when I first saw the story, I was like, oh shit, right? Like, oh damn, somebody's fucking pissed.
Somebody screwed up.
Yep.
Alyssa, pack your bags.
Tim's getting some texts tonight. Right? I don't know.
And
I mean,
if this is real, she may have killed him, so they'll never find out if he really
Right?
existed.
Exactly.
Bianca said, when my kid graduated high school, I was hungover for 4 days. Oh my lord.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
I mean, I wasn't far from that. I was, yeah.
When you have a kid?
No, I was hungover for
This past weekend, yeah.
2 days.
Like, you have a kid?
Here's the
Wait a
thing.
minute.
And with the older I get, the longer it takes to get over hangovers. So like 2 days is the norm now.
To moderate.
2 days is the norm now.
Friday night,
Friday night, I ain't drinking again until the following weekend.
pretty much. That's why when we first started this, it was definitely a Wednesday night, have a couple beers.
Yeah. But then Thursday morning started to get really hard. So I was like, and I'm going to caffeine. And it's like one of a few Diet Cokes I allow myself to have a week. So it's kind of like my Wednesday night treat. Because earlier I was like,
oh,
man.
yeah. Cheers. We haven't done a cheers tonight, guys. Cheers to Wednesday
Cheers.
night. Short week for some of us.
Still a full week. So yeah, I found
Sorry,
myself
swallow
craving
my-
a Diet Coke earlier. Oh, it go down too big? I hate it when that happens.
No, but I noticed that. Like even Chuck, so we have a buddy who's working from the house here. And he's like, dude, you were in meetings like all day. I was like, yeah, because instead of 5 days to
Of
put all those
meetings.
meetings, they put them all in fucking 4 days.
Right. Which
Right?
you're in meetings all the time anyways, so
I
it
know,
just
but
added
it was
an extra
like-
meeting to every day this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean,
It's kind of crazy.
you're doing 5 days of work in 4 days time.
I'm so glad
And
we only
some
have to work
4-day
for 4
weeks
days.
are easier than other. Oh, absolutely. I would take 4-day weeks all the time. If I had to work longer or harder during the week, I totally would do it if I could have every Friday off. I could have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, or Saturday, Sunday, even Monday.
That's okay. So, comment says never had Patron since. Mine is yellow Jose Cuervo,
Mine is Goldschlagers.
and I cannot. And I have a bottle of that shit
it's
in the freezer that's been there.
I take shots from it sometimes.
Fuck no, we don't.
Okay,
when?
It's been
Like
forever.
when we
but
don't have any
we got
alcohol.
called out one time, and I did it, and I think that's why we haven't used it again. But yeah, Goldschlager, you just pull out that bottle, and I walk away. I don't think that many people drink
It's
Goldschlager
liqueur.
anymore.
That's why.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think,
like that was a college thing too.
yeah,
like,
no,
it's
I
got
was out
gold
of
in it.
college.
It's got gold
I was
flakes.
out.
in it.
I learned to like it in college. My bad experience was out of college.
I don't know. What would you do if you're holding a wedding? You're the
Okay.
bride and groom,
Yes,
and you had people that no showed.
they RSVP'd. Yes,
RSVP'd yes, and then
Right.
they no showed.
right.
Would you send a bill to them? This is a question. This is not a question from us.
No, this is something that did happen.
Okay, so somebody did this to somebody.
Right.
And
I'll tell Chicago newlyweds Doug and Deborah Simmons
damn,
tried to
she's
teach.
dropping them on.
It's a news article.
Oh, where's the news article? Quote that
On-
bitch. Newsweek.
It's a business. It has NPR channel.
Okay, that makes sense.
but it's AP.
crazy.
It's an AP article.
Okay,
so it
so
went
it's
to
AP.
everybody.
Okay,
Yeah. Newlyweds Doug and Deborah Simmons tried to teach their no-shows a lesson after 8 guests said they would attend the nuptials but didn't. The fake invoice read, "No call, no show, cost $240." It's $120 a head.
Yep.
Um,
Craigers, if you're still awake, he took Benadryl earlier. We won't be no.
it was a destination wedding, but that was their choice.
Like, what was the? Does it even say where the?
Bahamas is what I think I heard on the news.
So they were gonna.
They went to the Bahamas. They were invited. People come to our destination wedding, and supposedly this was all a joke, and they weren't going to send it. And I call BS on that. I think they just said that they got support and they got harassed. So there was a bit of both. They're
I could
both
see
small
that.
business
It's
owners.
probably on like Reddit or some shit.
They're
like
both
that.
small business owners, and so for them,
$240 could matter. Or
yeah,
not.
but weren't you the one that decided to get married in the Bahamas and knew the price of
So
the
that's
dish
the
that you were
thing
going
about
to pay?
destination weddings.
You know what you're signing up for.
Right. So destination wedding.
Okay, so hold on. For any wedding, you know what you're signing up for
Right.
and you're always, they say, if you get 150 yeses, plan for
Expect-
125.
Right. And then have a couple extra dishes. And I
Yes.
think like when we had ours, it's like
Well,
we had a very small wedding.
Yeah.
Like 50 people. And I think there was just like 50 people because it was super close family
and it was on a
stuff like
Friday
that.
night. It
Yeah.
was small, and then the party
Family
was the
friends.
next night.
Right.
Yeah.
And then people flew down to Phoenix.
A lot of your
A lot
family.
of my family flew down.
from New Hampshire.
Handful of yours, quite a bit of your family flew from San Antonio. But I try and think about it, and I'm like, if I was going to the Bahamas, especially, does this say when? Like, is this like recent?
This is recent.
So now you have pandemic bullshit,
It
you have
doesn't matter.
COVID bullshit, and all that.
When you
No,
have
what
a
I'm saying
wedding,
is what I'm saying is this: is things
Right.
could come up,
Yeah.
especially nowadays.
well, and maybe you didn't pass your COVID test and you weren't allowed
That's
to
what I
go
mean.
over there. I
Like,
mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but their thing is they're saying is that it was there was a no show, no call. Like if they would have called and said, "Hey, we're not going to be able to make it,"
Oh, okay.
but that wouldn't have changed the outcome of the money they spent.
True. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I didn't. No show. No.
I mean,
call
and let's be
part.
honest. Like we had plans to go to your cousin's wedding in North Carolina, and then work put
Yep.
a quick stop to
Yep.
that. And we
And
did
literally,
tell
like,
them. We did tell
A few
them.
days before, I
No,
said, yeah.
like right. We had said yes, we're in. Da 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 da. And then literally like a week later, work was like, yeah, we need you here.
Mhm.
And we did call. We didn't just no show. We did
Right.
call.
Yeah.
And we still need to get them a wedding present, but we did.
You're better at that shit than me.
Your cousin,
You're still better at it than me.
don't try to lasso me with your obligations.
I'm just saying, it's an interesting thing.
Yeah,
I would
I
not.
can see both.
I would not
sides.
send a fucking bill to
I
somebody.
wouldn't have put it out online for anyone to judge me. That's for fuck sure.
unless it was the person that got the
Nope.
fake.
They
bill.
put it on there. They put
Did they
pictures
really?
of it. Yeah, and the clip I saw, she's even holding up a shirt. That's why I'm like, she wasn't joking. She got a shirt made. And they said they did get a lot of support from a lot of small business owners. I mean, I haven't seen the support, so they could totally be pulling that out of their ass, and they got reamed. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, does it matter?
Maybe.
No.
You guys want to hear a holy shit story?
Holy shit!
Hoping it comes up. It hasn't been deleted.
What was it?
So Australia, which is gone fucking total nutso.
On south.
At least their government has. Yeah, hashtag holy shit, right? It's coming up. Australia debuts
Debuts.
new Orwellian app using facial recognition, geolocation to enforce quarantine.
What the fuck?
So listen to this. All right. So if you know anything,
But if you're wearing a mask, can they even?
no, it's not about that. I'll tell you.
Okay.
So the government of South Australia, which they're really locked down, and there's another side story. Just remind me in a minute to go off on here in a second. This is the shit that we do not want here. One of the country's 6 states has implemented a new policy requiring Australians to use an app with facial recognition software and geolocation to prove that they are abiding by a 14-day quarantine for travel within the country. While a conservative expert described, it doesn't matter. It's Orwellian. It doesn't matter. This is a Fox News. I search Fox, CNN, fucking Apple News. I search all sorts of shit for stories. So it says conservative, doesn't matter. It's the fucking facts behind it. Australians voluntarily choose the quarantine app over alternative quarantine measures. Australia has banned international travel unless residents have a permit to leave the country. The country is also severely restricted to domestic travel, and that's the kicker to this. So, Australia has launched a quarantine app in late August. Residents returning from New South Wales and Victoria to other Australian states may spend their 14 days in post-quarantine at home rather than a hotel, basically lock the fuck down. So as long as they download and use the app developed by South Australian government, they can stay at home. I'll get to the punch of this. Okay. The app uses geolocation and facial recognition software to track those in quarantines. What that means is it knows where you're at.
Okay.
I work on some of this stuff for work too, right? Like we want to know where.
So couldn't they just leave their phone at home and leave?
No, this is why. Because you have to. It's like
facial recognition piece. Couldn't I put a horse head on and leave? How are you going to prove it's me?
No, because the cops are pulling people over and fucking flying helicopters and shit all around. People that are out working out in the fucking at like a park and stuff like that. If they stop and stuff, they're like, you need to vacate, blah, blah. It's fucking bad.
DJ said, Australia is the last culture I would expect to cave to this level of tyranny. I think that's probably everybody.
100%. The app will so it's going to contact people at random, asking them to provide their proof of location within 15 minutes.
Okay, so I leave my phone with you and you get that notification. You're like, Beth is here.
You agree to carry this fucking app on your phone and do this, then you're stuck, right?
Do they have a choice?
Yeah, you can go stay at a hotel.
I mean,
where you're locked down. Like, basically a hotel becomes a prison.
Like, and are they feeding you while you're in this 14-day?
Maybe their DoorDash is really on point there. Eating kangaroo burgers.
But there would be no DoorDash if you're not allowed to leave your house.
Right?
So are and are they paying for this shit? Because I'm not the one that wants to stay in this motherfucking hotel.
The question about this whole thing, right? Like, how fucked up is it? Like,
people need to use their voting rights.
This is beyond voting rights.
Well, it is, but the people who are making
this were
voted into office.
Where and this is just like, this isn't just a random video. They've had like mass public marches against lockdowns and stuff like that, right? And like huge public marches. And there was a police officer that basically was like, they had a line of guys with, like shields and stuff like that and riot gear and everything. And there was just people just standing there videoing them like, we're not wearing our masks. One of the cops basically just yells out, you don't want any of this. This is about to go down, you fucking pussy.
I mean, come on, dude.
Right?
You may as well be the China.
Who's the tyrant?
You may as well be the China military.
Right?
Walking down the street threatening people at that point.
Exactly. It's fucking
There's
insane.
no difference except it was a tank versus bodies.
You go out and watch some of this stuff, like the people that are talking, like
we're gonna get flagged.
It is. Well, I mean, we shouldn't, because we're not talking about anything. We're just talking about Australia, right? And how fucked up Australia.
No, we are, because we also want people to think
for themselves
very clearly. Careful what you ask for,
right?
Because it comes back to bite you in the ass,
right in the end. No, it's just gonna put a finger in your butthole. It's not even gonna bite your ass. It's just gonna put a finger in it. And
I don't know if you know is COVID really bad over there?
No, there was like a few cases.
Well, I mean, there's a few cases everywhere.
Yeah, so they locked the whole fucking country down.
And the world goes on.
Yep. Interesting. So, next video.
Oh, well, you said side story. Is this your side story?
Next side story, which I didn't put in this. And I don't know why our video's kind of flickering over here.
I told you.
You gotta figure something out.
Got a flag.
No, it's not that. It's on the OBS.
Okay.
So, I think I saw this on Monday or Tuesday. Australia, one of the, director of some bullshit, came out and basically said, not now, but in the future, if we're going to make it easier for people that have the vaccine to go out in the public and make it really hard for people that don't have the vaccine,
Fuck yourself.
which means you're basically going to be
taking away
locked
my
down.
civil rights.
Yeah, they don't have civil rights the same way we have civil
Right.
rights.
They have their own.
Right.
But so here's the thing. So I'll tell you, it's kind of funny because
And they're basically saying that if you do not get this, you don't have rights. You don't get to go do stuff. Like, you don't get to go. So they're making it really easy for people to go get vaccinated. I don't give a shit if you want it or not. Go get it. Go don't get it. Fucking, you're your own person.
right.
That's our stance on it. Do it or don't do it.
Right.
Straight gangsta. Right?
So in the news today, they were talking about just in the U.S. alone, 15 million vaccinations have been destroyed
Right.
because they don't use them quick enough, and the CDC is starting to change its stance on we shouldn't be toting the booster. We should be toting get vaccinated, and I'm like, everybody who got vaccinated, who wanted to get vaccinated, has gotten vaccinated.
It's called like a point of saturation, right?
Yeah.
It's saturated the market.
But I'm like, so I can kind of see, like, we're trying. Never mind.
Everybody that knows that it's available knows that it's available.
Right.
And that they've taken
I
it.
know
they've taken it.
everywhere I can go to get this shot. I know everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
Every CVS, every Walgreens, every fucking fire station. You can go to the football game and get it.
I was gonna say you can go
Yeah.
to
You can go anywhere and get
some
one.
football teams. You can get it at a fucking football game.
Right.
It's not gonna make you
So,
not
but
COVID
if you've already
but-
made a decision on waiting or not,
yeah.
whatever your
I
decision
mean,
is.
and I do know a handful of people that once the FDA approved it, they went and got
And
it.
they were cool.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
totally
it's,
fine.
that's
Yep.
that's their decision. But I think that I don't know. Australia is walking a slippery slope, man. Because
What's the one defining difference between the United States and them?
you're about to tell me.
Let's guess. What do they have? What do we have that they don't?
Constitution?
Yeah, what's the number 2?
Well, don't put me on the spot because if I'm wrong, then I'm just gonna look like a dumbass.
What's your Second Amendment right?
Freedom of speech, right to
That's
carry
your
arms.
number 1, and that's your number 2. Right? There's a big difference between
know.
us and them. They do have firearms, and they do have some people. So we know some people in Drinking Bros that live there, and they do have firearms, but it's not like we have them. Right? And the difference can be that they don't have a way to protect themselves from tyrannical governments.
Right, from the tyranny.
And that is exactly what goes on. And I'm not saying that that's what needs to happen.
No, I mean we don't
But-
want to. But that's ultimately, if you look at history,
History will tell you that when they tyrannical, they are not going to give back those fucking rights and freedoms.
no, and people are going to revolt.
Right.
And
what's
there's
going to happen to those
going
people
be,
when they don't have anything to protect themselves with?
Here's the thing: people are going to start finding ways to get stuff.
Even the Taliban got some guns.
Don't get me started on that. But
Saying.
there's always a way. It's called the black market. It's called eBay. Fucking, you can buy shit
Different
on
in
eBay.
Australia, babe.
Well, I mean, you can stick it in some flour bags and send it over and be like, "This
some
is
fucking
this
get
is
some-
homemade flour."
some little knives and some spoons and shit. Like whittle your way out of your fucking hotel room.
And if you have a 3D printer, you can make your own gun.
You need all the
It was done on the
Little
movies. It can
metal
totally be done.
bits. Well, that's true. I'm just saying, something to think about.
It's just it scares me because
That's why your freedoms are that important.
no, it is
You want
totally.
to just live your fucking life normally and just do whatever you want. You don't want to be bothered.
You're not gonna cause mayhem, but you're just gonna live your life.
Yeah.
If you're dumb enough to get in trouble, that's on you. That's not. That's individual
Yeah.
person's opportunity. But
So moving on from that one. I mean,
swear to
it
God,
just-
it's the end of the world. It is the
some
end.
fucked up
I
things
say that
happening.
at least once a week, don't I? I look at
How
you
would
and
you
like,
think about
fuck.
somebody trying to protect you by live streaming footage from a bathroom? Like, say you go to a bar.
Depends on. Okay, so are there stalls, and is it just live streaming the bathroom but not in the stalls?
Okay, so women have stalls.
Right, guys. Dude, you pee in public. Don't act like a
I don't want.
camera.
Okay, so let me get.
Don't act like
closer
a
to this.
camera in the bathroom with just shooting your back with your clothes still on is some sort of invasion of your privacy, because
There's literally a bug. Yeah, it looked like a fucking spider. No, so bar
guys
live
pee in
streams.
public all the time. Guys pee in public all
I
the
have a
time.
buddy that was just in California and just randomly stopped. He was walking down the sidewalk, just stopped and took a piss.
Recently?
Yeah, he's from New Hampshire. Did it intentionally. He's like, we can do this in California. Fuck it. And his girlfriend or his wife took a picture of him pissing.
Is it? Do I know this person?
I don't think you've met him.
Okay.
He was there on vacation. He's like, fuck California. He's like, we're here to hang out and do whatever. He's in Hollywood and stuff. He's like, evidently this is legal here. So
Because the homeless people do it all the
Yep.
time.
So a UK-based bar is currently the subject of controversy due to unusual practice. Showtime in the town of Hadersville records the inside of their bathroom, then broadcast the footage live.
Do they have a problem with like women being attacked in the restrooms?
In this article, it does
or
not say
brawls
that.
happening
It does
in their
not say that.
restrooms?
It says records the inside of their bathrooms, then broadcast the footage live for fellow patrons to see.
People were vandalizing the bathrooms.
I
I
don't
mean, I
know.
feel like there should should be explaining why they're doing this.
Well, I'll get to that. So while controversial, the practice of recording public areas, blah, 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 doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So where is it? Deploying surveillance camera systems in public places where there are particular high expectation of privacy, such as toilets, changing rooms, should only be done. This is from the county code or whatever. Cannot be addressed by less intrusive. So they'll do it when it's like severely fucking bad,
Dangerous?
right? Yeah.
Is that what you mean by bad?
Says the image I've taken Saturday tea time show. Tea time? People still say tea time in the UK. Shows the owner of the premises are recording footage of both the gents and the ladies' toilets, and then broadcasting it live to the whole pub via the TV above the toilet's entrance. Personally, I feel like this is a severe breach of privacy. So the establishment, however, insists that the cameras are necessary preventative measures that have been implemented to maintain a safe environment. I can't speak tonight. I don't know,
It
man.
makes me feel like maybe people were getting either like guys were going in and trying to like
But I'm not okay. So
girls were going in the bends and trying to like grope people like
I don't.
it's not one way.
That's probably
but,
not common. But
um
what do you think? I mean, I don't know.
again, it depends.
Even if I was in the pisser and I was like, "There's a fucking camera there."
Depends on placement. So again, if it's stalls and it's outside the stalls and it's just showing the bathroom, and again, I feel like guys pee wherever they want, whenever they want. So they're not really, and you're not seeing anything when a guy pees,
Yeah, I don't know.
unless he turns around and does the helicopter. That's on him.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
We getting the storm tonight because this bitch is glitching.
Nope.
No, it's totally clear. I'm gonna have to call that Spectrum again.
Especially since they're increasing our price.
Yeah, calling the Spectrum. I don't know.
No chance of rain whatsoever.
What do you think?
I don't know. I see both. Again, I see
would
both
be
sides.
like no, because even if it was a pub or a bar or something like that, say it was daytime and I brought my kid to the fucking, and I was like, yeah, it's safe. Go use the restroom or something like that. If my kid was in there or something like that, say
Yeah.
they're a 12-year-old. Not that I bring my kids to a bar. Sometimes they have like restaurants or something like that.
Right. Well, a lot of restaurants turn into bars after 9 o'clock.
Right.
So
I'd
I don't know.
absolutely be like,
I mean, I don't feel like there's a right or wrong answer in this. I think it's each
think it's right.
person's.
bring your kid to the bathroom.
Bring your kid to the bathroom and stand in front of him if you know this is happening.
Maybe,
I don't know.
maybe.
I don't have kids, so I'm not a good person to ask that question.
What's up next?
Apple Wallet.
This isn't just Apple Wallet.
Did my computer just and die? There we go.
Do I need to get you another?
Ah, smack.
What's that?
Apple announced that's shut up in a different language. I don't.
Oh.
It's a make believe language, but you know what it means. Apple announces Apple announces first states signed up to adopt a driver's license and state IDs in Apple Wallet. Do you use Apple Wallet, babe?
Only for like concert tickets and stuff like that.
See, I use it for airline tickets. I've got my
Yeah.
debit cards in it,
You have your debit,
so I can use
don't have
Apple
any of this,
Pay.
no.
I
Come to think of it, I might have
Target
one-
cartwheel.
No,
in
I
it,
have
so
I
get
have
coupons.
a debit card or credit card I think in one of them, or like when I make purchase and you do the push the button thing.
Yeah, or you can use your Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Just put your phone up to it or your watch up to it. Well, Apple announced last week that they're working with several states across the country, which will roll out the ability for their residents to seamlessly and securely, that's the piece I want to know about, add their driver's license or state ID to their Apple Wallet on their iPhone and Apple Watches. Arizona and Georgia will be the first states to introduce this new innovation, followed by Connecticut, Iowa, Kentucky, Maryland, and Oklahoma and Utah. TSA will allow and select airport security checkpoints that will allow them to use their electronic driver's license.
Which we could have used leaving fucking Tampa earlier this year.
It still would have shown it wrong, but
fuck, that's right.
I don't. There's a part of me that's like, oh, that's kind of cool, because I would love to go places without my wallet, and that's one more step to making that way. Because like when I go to the gym, when I go to CVS after I go to the gym, I have to carry my wallet, my keys, my phone. It's a lot to keep track of when I have no pockets. But at the same time, it kind of goes back to Big Brother's watching everything.
Big Brother's watching.
I can see it on yours. That's what I.
Big Brother's glitching my laptop all over the place too. I don't understand this. Anyway,
so I don't know. I mean, there's a part
Would
of
you
me that's
guys
super
put
excited for the technology.
Like, would you
put your ID on there?
Okay.
And how are they gonna? I guess the secure part is you have to have a code to get into your phone.
Dude, I don't know, man. You're putting a lot of shit on this one little device
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
that has 4 digits or 6
I
digits
think it's
to get
great
into,
technology.
or facial recognition, or what if somebody knocks you out, takes your phone, and scans your face?
You have to have your eyes open.
You never seen like fucking movies where they just open your eyes?
Your eyes roll back when you're asleep.
I'll literally grab your eyeball and be like, boop, and be like, scan it, bitch. And now I've got everything. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't know. That's the part that's the only part that I'm like, I don't know how secure it really is.
I don't know. We put a lot of faith in these little things. Right?
Absolutely do. And some put more
It's got
faith
my
in them
bank
than
on
others.
it. It's got my.
Oh yeah, it's got.
The only thing it doesn't have is like your SSN, Social Security number.
Which could be somewhere. No, I guess not, because it's not on your insurance stuff. It's not on your banking stuff.
No, it's all theoretically secure through those companies.
Nothing is secure, really. So yeah, I don't know. I was reading that. I was like, interesting. It's interesting.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be willing to do that. That's just like, there's only a couple of things that are really like your passport, right? Your ID, like a debit card can be locked down. Like
Right.
You can lock that.
Yeah, if you lose your ID, there's no way to.
That's you.
Right. Well, and there's no, and
Or if
we've
somebody-
all probably lost a driver's license before. Like if you ever did clubbing as a kid, you lost your license at one point or another. I know I've lost licenses. No. But I have. So I mean, it's no different than
I'm
losing
sure
your.
I lost a wallet.
It's no
somewhere.
different than losing your physical driver's license. The part that it's coupled with, it's now
It's
they
got
have
all
your
your other
driver's
shit
license
on-
and your
yeah,
bank stuff.
yeah. So
And personal identification. They ask you stuff like, what's your address? What's your
Like, your dog's name.
right?
You go to fucking the Daily Bomber Report. And,
They would have that wouldn't be
excuse
just
me,
from
I'm
finding my
not
phone.
saying that that's my password.
But
'Cause
I don't know. It's a brave new world.
let's say 11, 12. This one I want to get to. The McDonald's. McDonald's is
Ice cream machine.
being investigated by the FTC you know that?
What's FTC?
Federal Trade Commission.
They're being investigated?
Yeah.
Why?
Want to know why you can't get a McFlurry? So do the feds. Like, Jesus Christ, there's your tax money.
Yeah.
A broken
Th-
fucking.
they're
Go to
little-
Dairy Queen.
They're a little
Go
bored.
to Dairy Queen. McDonald's ice cream desserts are famed not just for their taste, but also for their scarcity. So this is on, I don't know, some AP, something like that.
They're trying to say they're raising up their prices by making them hard to come by?
No, the fucking machine's always broken.
Okay. The FBI used to look,
FTC.
or FTC used to really look into
Oh,
like serious
they
stuff.
are.
I guess
They
they
are
have some free
going.
time. Can you imagine being the agent? So what are you investigating? McDonald's.
The FTC is investigating McDonald's.
Well, they have agents, right?
Yeah, they have
So that's
special
what I'm
agents.
saying as your buddy who's a real crime fighter of some sort. Is like, what are your cool cases?
There's an
Nothing.
actual website.
You
It's
can report it.
It's McBroken that tracks the status of ice cream machines at every McDonald's location in America. It shows nearly that 30% of McFlurry makers in New York City are currently on the fritz. You can literally look at it. Houston and Dallas expect 20 to 15%.
I want to know how that compares to like Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen, that's their business. Well, they don't use machines.
Yes, they do for their soft serve. They absolutely
they?
do. Haven't you ever seen them do the swirl with the cone?
I don't know. So they now the feds are on the case. The Wall Street Journal reported Tuesday. This is like a week and a half ago. I've been holding on to the story because it's just that important. Federal Trade Commission has informed McDonald's franchise owners of a preliminary investigation and inquired about the franchisees' use of equipment, including the ice cream machines, as well as how often owners are allowed to repair it on their own. That's one of the things. Evidently, this thing's complex. It's got a little spinning wheel in there, and it makes fucking ice cream. I'm like, Jesus Christ. 16-year-olds use this fucking thing.
Here's the
16-year-olds
thing. clean
clean this fucking thing.
It's ice cream.
Right.
It's not ruining the economy.
I'm like, who gives a shit? Like, so you're like, hey, can I get a night? Like, I'm not going to.
There
Come
is
on.
nothing. There's no serious repercussion.
Of not getting your goddamn McFlurry.
It's actually probably better
for you.
people
Yeah.
that they couldn't get their 5th McFlurry of the week.
So it says the preliminary investigation does not indicate the FTC or staff have found any wrongdoing. What the fuck is the wrongdoing?
Are you sticking shit in there to break it on purpose? Is that what they're trying to say? Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Okay, so it says the explanation for McDonald's broken machines tends to fall into two camps. Some people describe it's a type of machine. It's called the Taylor machine. It's kind of over-engineered and too complicated, and they say it breaks because of that. The other explanation is the Taylor and other heavy equipment manufacturers are aggressively trying to maintain market share. Therefore,
They make
like an
breakable.
iPhone where the fucking battery just will.
You have to
Re-
replace it.
It'll just start.
Stuff will break.
dying. Yeah, like
There's
shit just.
there's
doesn't
pieces of
work.
equipment in there that break on purpose
like-
so that you
it's like a-
continue to have to go back
It's
to
like
that
Go-Go
company.
Gadget. Like
Yeah.
this thing will this
This
Mission
will allow that
Impossible.
company to continue to have revenue coming in because you have to replace parts on a regular
Right.
basis.
Yeah. So I thought it was a funny, interesting.
It's interesting.
Like, why are we? That's tax dollars. Tax dollars are going to
Hey,
investigate even
It's not the
preliminarily.
first time we've spent tax dollars on ridiculous things, and it won't be the last.
Honestly,
They like to live with their blindfolds on. Some people really like
some people.
to
Yeah.
live with their blindfolds on because it makes their life more simple.
Dolphin spotting. So this one's a cool story.
So this one, I'll just
So this is as a result of the Hurricane
Ida.
It just came through.
And if you can hit play, I will hit play. Go ahead.
So this is Hurricane Ida. So this dolphin. Go ahead. I'll let you tell the story. I'm
it's-
sorry. It's your
it's-
story.
So this lady came home to check on her house and start like cleaning and everything, and she happened to notice, and it'll come up here in a second. She happened to notice a fin in the water, and of course, at first she was like, "What the hell is?" It's a dolphin that's trapped in this like
Pond.
It's not even a real pond. It's just like a flooded area. And
Got washed in basically.
yeah, so it probably came in with the high tide
Exactly.
because of the storm. Yes, it's working wonderfully tonight. Anyways,
there was a fin in there.
there was a fin in there. She did notify authorities, and at the time, now you haven't updated this. At the time, they said they were going to give it an opportunity to make it out on its own.
It's a pond, basically. So it's completely surrounded. Unless that motherfucker
There's no
grows
tributaries,
legs,
right?
it ain't fucking leaving.
Right. So,
Which is the dumbest statement that somebody could have made.
I mean, maybe they.
I even used the Italian thing. I don't even do that.
I don't understand. Unless there was another storm coming that was going to bring in another surge, you think that might be able to ride it out?
Don't you think it would like push the bitch back in?
Yeah. I mean, I really.
Dumb. So the update to this, I just read about it today, is
Okay.
that they were able to rescue it.
Okay.
I think yesterday or today. They did the whole, tank kind of thing, or wrapped it up in wet and kept it wet. And all
Right.
That, and
I
they
mean,
released
did
into
it have
the
to go
ocean.
that far? If it got that flooded, it's pretty close to the ocean, right?
Yeah, but it still had to go
Over.
several streets or whatever to get back out to the ocean. But they got it out, which is a good thing.
Good.
So good news story. Shit, right? That's a
is.
good news story.
I mean, it's not every day you see dolphins swimming by your house. So I'm happy that there was a happy ending for it, because that was my
Dolphin got a
first
happy
question. That's stupid. That was my first question. I'm like, how's he gonna get home? What if he can't get
Mom's
out?
all pissed off. You're late. The sea
The
turtle went
wife,
home.
forget the mom. The wife is like, bitch, where you been? You take this storm as an opportunity to
True.
party?
What's up, Logan? How you doing, man?
I'm
All right.
hungry.
So this last one that we're going to go into tonight is gator catches and eats a drone. If you haven't seen this video, and I'm hoping your laptop's going to work, otherwise I'm going to break it and get a new one.
All right.
Right.
Hold on.
Okay, so hit play. It's on YouTube. Maybe. There we go. All right, so these people were like flying a little drone around.
Oh, geez.
It catches it, but there's a second half. So this is an inside edition. I couldn't find the current most recent video of this, right? So we'll just have to watch it through for a minute. But there's a second half to this video while this is playing. It catches this thing, and then it starts to eat it, and the lithium battery
Starts to catch on fire. It's in its mouth.
and the fucking thing keeps eating it. And it's just like a little tiny
He
drone.
finally spit it out, I think.
Right? He's like,
Well, it didn't even taste.
And you hear the girl go, that's probably not good, like you just saw. Nope. And the thing literally caught, like, it didn't catch on fire, but I was like, holy shit. It's got like 20 million views at this point on TikTok.
That's insane. I
That
never
cool?
even thought about that.
A little too close. It was just like a little tiny small remote control one.
Still,
It would have been really cool if they had that hooked, like the
To a
video
camera,
hooked up, like
and you saw it.
even
Like,
the one you got me had like a little camera
Yeah.
that was mounted to it.
a lot of
so-
them do. Remember the one I showed that flew down the volcano?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I don't know. I thought it was
Crazy.
kind of cool. So
Jumping ahead.
jumping quite a bit ahead. Absolutely. Oh, real quick. So we are working on some shirts for the Bar is Open. Here's a graphic image of what a women's shirt might look like. Potentially. But we definitely want to put out some shirts, get them out to people. It'll be we're working with Bill to try and we're going to host him on his Modern Martin
Mhm.
Mountaineer site. But one of the things is that we've always had trouble with is getting actual women's shirts.
Right.
So that's why I put this one up there specifically, is because
It's gonna be a girls.
it's going to be girls, and then there'll be guys' shirts as well. So I think that'll be cool. Yeah, it's finally some merch, right? It's been a year and a half. We've been doing this now, so get a couple shirts out,
I'm gonna make some. I want to make some koozies.
some koozies. We'll get that stuff kind of kicked out pretty quickly here. We got a couple of little changes we're gonna do on the shirt, I think, and some additions to the shirt, which I think everybody will like. Let's make them as a surprise.
Yeah.
I think that you'll get the shirt and then you'll be like, oh, that's cool as shit. Because if you've watched us for a long time, you'll know.
You'll get the humor
You'll
behind
get the
it.
humor behind it. Otherwise, you're just gonna think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
If you don't recall it. So I just want to throw that out there. So yeah, we're working real hard with Bill Schofield. Some of the other designs will be by Julia Manguia. to help us out with that as well. So
Cool.
just cool. Beth, what's your feel good for the night? Logan, you made it right in time for the feel goods, buddy.
So my feel good is firefighters finally reached a deaf dog trapped in storm drain after 10 hours of trying. This dog, what's unique about this dog, first of all, this happened in Arlington, Texas, which I love it because that's kind of, they're like, everything's always bigger in Texas, including
The storm drains.
people willing to help.
Oh, okay.
Which this person, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this, but there's an app called Nextdoor app, and
Yep,
they put it on their app that their dog was missing, and people came out of
Kind of like what we did for the puppy
and
over here. Yep.
drones.
Droves.
I'm stuck on the drone story. Came out in droves offering to help, but the dog is deaf.
Okay.
So
that's
she
an
said,
interesting-
so
you have
me
to get a
as
line
the
of sight on him.
even me as the owner am out there screaming her name, knowing
She
she
can't
can't hear me, but you feel like you have to do something. So they looked for her. She's a 15-year-old lab mix who's deaf. They looked for her for 2 days when some searchers reported hearing dog sounds, but they couldn't figure out where it was coming from. But 2 days later, the city water crew was helping, like kind of just making sure. And sure enough, she was in a muddy storm drain under the city street.
Oh, she'd like walked in and under or
Yeah.
something like that.
And she was stuck. So they set up a camera so they could monitor her while they tried to figure out how to rescue her. It did take 10 hours using jackhammers, pneumatic saws, and heavy equipment. In extreme heat. I mean, Texas gets hot. They're a little further north than us, but they still get hot.
Yeah, it's equally as hot as it is.
Yeah.
here, to be
And it
honest.
did. They finally
Entire plains
did.
even.
Here's the thing that was also great is people in the neighborhood were bringing the rescuers or the evacuation
Drinks.
people
Oh,
food
yeah.
and water and things to make sure that they weren't
That's awesome.
getting hot. So
Is there a picture of her?
there is. So
There is.
make this one bigger. So this is her. They're not great shots, but they're
It's okay.
still shots. So this is her. She's a cutie.
Okay, yeah, you can see her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's her, and then that's them. Like I think cleaning her off and trying
Yeah.
to get her cooled down and make sure she's okay. There's another picture of that shot down here.
A little bit more blown up.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, so they literally cut a hole in the
Yep.
ground and.
Yep.
How the hell did she get in the storm drain? Is there like an opening?
She
somewhere else
it
and
probably is like
walked?
ours where we've got those runoff ditches that
Yeah.
have the drains
And
that
then she walked through
Right.
that.
Yep.
Wonder if she was looking for shelter, like got lost at night.
she
found
did
a
get out.
little-
Yeah, she got out.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a dog here that ended up
Here's what's
making
really
it all the
cute.
way to the
One of the
baseball
fire-
field
yeah.
across the street.
One of the
Luckily-
firefighters posed the idea of rolling around on a skateboard, and a kindergartner named Hunter volunteered his skateboard for the cause. So I thought that was cute.
Oh, so they did put her on a skateboard.
I don't know.
That'd be kind of a good idea. Just kind of like
Let's
lay
see.
her
The
down.
skateboard autographed by the fire and police personnel who helped out in the rescue is set to present it back to the little boy with a big thank you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, skaters are awesome. Nice. Mine is another dog one, and it happens to be our dog. So we've got some neighbor girls right next door
Yes.
that they happen. So we've been this weekend. Our neighbors just to be the side of us and us. We made some barbecue. They made some barbecue. We traded
Shared,
barbecue.
right.
And then their little girls will bring over like barbecue. And we always kind of are hanging out, like both families and stuff like that. But Lucy kind of jumped out the front door a little bit,
One day. Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the other
that's
day?
on Monday.
right?
Yeah.
And she's super happy and she's all excited, right? And as soon as you call her back, she comes right back in. So she's
Right.
like, ah, shit, I can't be out here. Come back in. So I was writing the show just tonight,
Right.
kind of getting everything ready.
Mhm.
And Bella, who's the darker haired little girl there, she goes, "Can I see your fluffy dog?" And I was like, "Of course." So I go get Lucy, who's our fluffy dog, and brought her out.
I love that dog.
She got a little excited, but I made her
course.
do the sit pretty, the bang bang, where she lays down and like pretends
Pulled her
to-
tricks out of the bag.
pulled some tricks, and then the girls sat down, and Lucy just laid down right between them.
Okay.
She's like, "All right."
She was out there for a while to
Yeah.
the point where I was like, "Where's my dog?
Yep.
Did she get lost?" I
Yep.
like went out
She
there
was
and
just hanging out, so it was
um,
awesome. So that's my feel good.
and
is-
well, we're on it, Celine. We're thinking about your parents.
abs- yeah,
we hope your
100%.
dad is feeling that her parents have COVID. We hope your dad is feeling better and his oxygen levels are back up, and that your mom's on the mend as well. If
Absolutely.
you need anything, we're right next door.
Yep, you got it. Absolutely. So those are ours. So real quick, let's go over the entertainment. It's kind of couple funny things here. So Netflix, we watched 2 of the 3, and they're actually better than I thought.
Yeah, me too.
So it's Fear Street, 1994, 1978, and 1666.
And we've watched the 94 and 78.
Yeah. So if you guys are looking for kind of an old, like a new
Old school
new take on an old school
type of horror show or
like
movie.
Friday or
Yeah, like Friday the 13th,
Jason,
Freddy
or-
Krueger kind of
whatever,
thing.
Nightmare on Elm Street kind of thing.
It was good.
It's like that, but the story goes in reverse,
Right.
which is interesting. So we still have the 1666 one,
Right.
I was like, let's try it. Whatever. It's campy. It's
And if it gets too
goofy.
scary, I can read during the scary parts.
Yeah. So it was good. So go check out that
We also watched
Love and
Love
Monsters.
and Monsters, which was really good.
Surprising. And I wanted to. I think I mentioned this a
You were the
long
one that
time
brought
ago.
it to my
I
attention.
think I did it on the show like a year ago. I said
Yeah.
this movie's coming out, and it was good. It
It was
cute.
really cute. It was
Cute
funny.
kind of.
There were funny parts. There were heartfelt parts. It was just fun.
It was
So,
fun. Lots of cool monsters and different types.
Lots
of
of
things.
good graphics.
Yeah. So it's basically just
Special
like
effects.
real quick, kind of, without giving anything away.
An apocalyptic type movie, kind of.
It turns everything on the earth, like your normal shit, supersizes it.
Right.
But it's not goofy. Kind of is a little goofy, supersized. But
It's
some of the shit's
not-
really. I'm thinking it's like it almost makes like cockroaches from like Men in Black size cockroaches
Oh, bigger than that.
or something like that, right? So just think about that.
Yeah. So,
Kinda cool.
yeah. It was good. It was good.
Vin Diesel. All right. So Fast and Furious was just on literally a few minutes ago. And then there's a movie. I'm not talking shit about this dude, Vin Diesel, because of anything other than he is living
His best life.
the best fucking life. All right.
I just wonder if this is really even him.
It's
because it's
Absolutely
You can turn
him.
it on.
It's absolutely him. Scroll so you can see the picture.
I don't even show it up yet, so give me a sec. It went black.
What happened? There, just go down. Go down. Go down. There we go. All
I
right.
don't think that's him.
That's absolutely Vin Diesel.
His arms look too old for him.
That's muscle.
No, his arms look
And he's like
old.
54 years old. A dude. He's got big arms. But I'm like, that dude lives his best life in between movies. I swear to God.
Most of them do. Well, not a lot. You have Chris Hemsworth, who is fit all the time.
But he's like 34.
No, he's not. He's in his 40s, I think.
No. IMD this shit. How old's Chris?
I'm looking. You keep talking about this one.
How old is Chris Hemsworth? We'll just ask whatever.
Siri?
38.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How old is Van Diesel?
How old is
Vin
Vin Diesel?
Diesel.
54. See? I nailed it.
I still think that looks older than a 50 or 4-year-old body, but
That's absolutely. I'm just saying, no shame, nothing. If I was on a yacht in like the Mediterranean, in between making $400 million a movie,
oh, hey, you do you, bud. That's funny. All right.
I just thought it was entertainment. He's making another movie. This is a big deal.
On to the next one.
We made a YouTube video this weekend, or a video
Not
this weekend.
you. I just was behind the scenes.
You weren't on a camera.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Once.
We made one with My Family Seasoning, not with them, but we used My Family Seasoning.
Using My Family Seasoning.
Hamburger mix on a pork butt. Go check it out. It was just a goofy thing. I'd never done it before. So I was like, you know what? We're making this thing. Let's make a video about it and just have fun with it. So did a little goofy, it's like 14 minutes long.
Oh my gosh, that's
after
not
the
little.
whole edit and everything like
Wow.
that. So yeah, it was fun. Never made an actual video, like the whole thing from start to finish. Edited it all, put it all
I
together.
feel like we could probably get better at it and make it a little
Fuck
shorter.
yeah, we can.
But
So it's all good. But go check it out. Lastly, today in history, it is Star Trek Day. 55 years of Star Trek. What did we say it was?
like
1966?
66,
Is
yeah.
when Star Trek came out. So that was 10 years, solid 10 years before I was born.
And now there's a new Star Trek called Lower Deck that's a cartoon
Oh, really?
that I want to check out.
Yeah, so it's awesome. So that's a good one. So we and funny thing, we watched a Star Trek accidentally last night. A
Not
movie.
accidentally. We watched it. We put it on. I put it on because there was nothing else on. I don't know what's up with
Jujutsu,
this
and I
week.
came home and it was still on.
Still, when it had just started when you got
And
home.
it was The Voyage Home, number 4, which isn't their best one.
I mean,
Definitely not their best one.
you
It's
watch
the
it because
one
you
where
love
they-
Star Trek.
where they saved the whales.
Yeah, it was.
Like literally, it was back in the day where
It was.
that was like the tagline of the time.
Yeah, it was.
1986.
Save the whales.
Right?
Yep.
And I literally think you could probably put 2 and 2 together and be like, yeah, that's why.
Yeah. No, it was fun though.
It was good. But we watched it.
We did watch it.
So Star Trek Day. Cheers to Star
We
Trek.
didn't even know we were doing that when we did that.
We didn't.
In honor
And I guarantee
of-
that's why it's on. Because it's probably on all day today too on the
Probably.
same Turner.
Yeah, they've been on a
Classics.
couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, it's going to be on again next week, I'm sure.
Go out, hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube. I'll get the video figured out again for the 9 millionth time. I've reset this thing so many times. But anyway, go out, check it out. Write a review. If you don't mind, go out to iTunes. If you download this or listen to it on podcast, download it or review it. Give us 5 stars. Give us a couple stars. Give us some stars. But 5 stars definitely help. We do have quite a few reviews out there already, which is kind of nice
Awesome.
to see. And if you don't mind. But thanks to all the military first responders. Without you, we can't do this. Cheers to Evan Haley. We miss you. Ian, come get a beer. You're probably gaming. He's getting into video, Twitch streaming, and doing all that shit now. So I'm not sure what he's doing anymore. And then that's pretty much it for the night. So go make a fire, do something good for somebody, and we'll catch you Friday. Beth's gonna do another
Whiskey taste.
whiskey taste. Cheers.
Bye,
Have a great
guys.
night.
Love you.
See you
See
later.
you Friday.